hear from Makena as well. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, good evening. My name is Gesicho Brian. I am a member of the BYC at the Central Branch, and I lead, or I am the lead of the Y Culture. Now, just a little bit about Y Culture. Y Culture is a program that allows not only allows, but immerses members in an entire process of learning and understanding and appreciating the culture of different groups of people. After all, YMCA is a big family with a lot of diversity from not only every part of Kenya, but every part of the world. So understanding these different cultures and understanding why your friend or your partner is doing this because of this brings a safe space in the YMCA and makes everybody feel comfortable being in the YMCA. And so far, I'm glad to be here. I'm looking forward to have a good session with you guys. I hope you enjoy. Back to you, Nikia.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Ryan. Let me welcome Marian. I know she's
Hello, Mary. Please mute your mic. Thank you.
Hello, Brian. You saying something?
No. It's okay. Go on.
All right, thank you. Then we also you kindly. I know we've interacted with him as a beginning, but I welcome him again to say hi to us and also share with us the program that he is also assisting on.
Hello guys, Simi Raymond is my name. All the way from Umoja 3, Gate 5, room number 40. It is 40 number 3, yeah, room number 3, hapo karibu na gate. So, I am the team lead of the Y Reality. So, Y Reality is just a program. Wacha tumie Kiswahili manze. Unajua Y Reality we don't like being too official. So Y Reality ni basically tu ni kushare stories za my youth, whatever we are doing. Si mnacheki hizo vitu tunafanya pale online, yeah. So kazi ya kutengeneza posters, kutengeneza zinaitwangaje hizi presentation, unajua nimezoea PPTX, kutengeneza ma presentations like yani sharing to just the stories, engaging the young people in our WhatsApp, yuko social media, yani kila mali, to make sure that yani people know how YMC is empowering people. That's what we do as Y Reality. Yeah, pia kama unapenda kushare stories, kuchat na watu, yeah, you can always find me. Thank you. We shall continue tutaongea tukisonga mbele as the time goes.
All right, thank you so much for that. Simi, unaona Charity anasema anajua you get tutashtuka kesho akifika hapo. All right, first forward, I also welcome Makena to say hi to us and share with us whichever program that she is heading.
Thank you so much, Kenya. My name is Monica McKenna. I'm a member of YMCA Central Branch. Yeah, I'm also a member of the BYC, leading Wellbeing. So Wellbeing is a recently added program to the YMCA Central Branch, where it gives people who are able differently an opportunity and a safe space to interact and engage, share their ideas, difficulties, and also Why reality? Sorry, why ability? Okay, reality and ability. So why ability? Also, like inakuanga, like inazungukanga BYC mzima, like family, earliest friendly body. So yeah, as I was saying, so ability pia helps people understand and create the barriers zenye zinakuanga zimewekwa kwa watu who are able differently, and we try as much as possible to reduce that stigma. Yeah, people who are able differently. So if you are really passionate about working with people who are able differently, kindly reach out to me and we'll have a fun time. You see, lazima eti ukuwe able differently. No, 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 no. If you're passionate, if you want to learn more about, yeah, those people who are able differently, kama deaf culture, inaitangwaje? Yeah, the deaf, oh yeah, the deaf culture, the blind, albinos. Okay, sorry for using those terms, but yeah, welcome to your ability, and we'll be able to learn more about them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, McKenna, for that and for also creating awareness on the existence of viability. And I hope you guys can see that in YMCA, we do not discriminate. We are actually an inclusive society, and we also get to include individuals who are able differently to be part of our programs because they are part of us. And just before we even begin, from the panelists that we'll be having, I'll get to welcome one of them to share with us because there isn't an organization or an entity that operates blindly without a goal. So at YMCA, we also have certain goals that get to guide us. We also have a certain vision that gets to guide us. So we have Vision 2030, and from each and every program, we tend to align our programs to these specific goals. But for today, we'll be getting much more on community well-being. And as you can see, our programs are more tailored not only to young people, but also to benefit the community. So I'll get to welcome Mirimwai, who owns a certain docket, so she can get to tell us ama tuambie kwa hiyo docket yake, how does community well-being relate with our program, or how do they operate and work to ensure that their programs are well tailored with Vision 2030? Thank you.
Hi everyone again. My name is Mary Moy. I'm a member of BYC and also under SRHR, Sexual Reproductive Health Rights. So our vision is there's a lot of interaction between SRHR and community well-being. So sorry. Okay, so, sorry. So our program involves about reproductive health. We just started some times back. We have been having webinars on Tuesday binary per month to advocate for sexual and reproductive health rights. Also, the SRH has a lot of involvement with community well-being because it ensures that individuals have the knowledge to access and also to know their needs when it comes to sexual and reproductive rights. Through having the webinars, so far we have been able to address different topics about SRHR. Also, something else that we have in mind is having in November, we have the 16 days of activism. So we'll be having, during those days, we're going to have a pad correction where we encourage people to donate pads and also to donate and also to give out the sanitary towels. So this is one of the challenges that we all know that involves community. We have a lot of girls who are outside school because of period. Also, not even only in high schools, also in our institution, because I think most of us were in universities. We have women who are still struggling to access the sanitary towels. Also, the lack of enough information about SRHL. There are a lot of stigma, for instance, like when it comes to contraceptives. Most of the time we see like these are the things which affect the community directly. We have a lot of people who don't know more about the contraceptives, so that is one of the things that we had a webinar on the same. So those are that is another thing that we are also looking at. Also things like SGBV, it is also part of SRHL. We have had an activity which took place in JQuat about SGBV and how to prevent it in high institution. Also, the program mostly it is for educating and empowering youth, women, and also marginalized group. Yes, that is. Those are some. Those are just examples of some of the activities that we do. Back to you, Kinya. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I'm struggling kidogo.
My apologies, and we're wishing you quick recovery. At the same time, we are really impressed with the good work that you're doing and leading the program, especially when we look into GBV. We know it's something that we know what GBV is, but at the same time, it's an issue which isn't ending. I mean, there's still more cases being reported of GBV, SGBV, amongst others. So I want to say that that is very good job. And guys, you are all welcome to be part of this initiative, especially when we are gearing into the days of activism. You can just purchase one sanitary pack or maybe one sanitary towel. You never know whoever you're going to benefit or whichever soul you're going to assist in line with that. So I also get to welcome Mr. Brian will briefly share with us in regards to Vision 2030. What does this program do to enhance community well-being? And before then, I would also say that at Y Mentor, we are also very passionate into enhancing community well-being, where we do several events, mostly on Wednesdays. We get to engage young people on mental health conversations, and we also do physical events. Like last month, we hosted a Beyond World Mental Health Day event where we sensitized people on what mental health is and where they can get services. We also had a film where we get to engage with the visual aspect of mental health, because most of the times tunasoma vitabu tu ama tunazungumza tu, but with the film we are able to learn a thing or two. So I welcome Brian to share with us on the programs that they have in regards to enhancing community well-being. Thank you.
Okay, I know I already gave a brief explanation on what Y culture is, but when it comes to the Vision 2030 on especially on community well-being, there comes this place or this noted problem whereby there is a barrier of either miscommunication or misunderstanding just because people are from different backgrounds and they understand different things differently. Now, after realizing this, the Y culture decided one of the few things or one of the many things we do, we're doing educational culture whereby we'll immerse members in an entire process of learning or learning and understanding, and also appreciating the culture of different groups, including cultures outside of our own country. Also, we at Y Culture we embrace diversity. It doesn't mean you're different, we can't allow you. The fact that you're different makes you unique, and we encourage you to be unique. So, Y Culture celebrates the diverse background, identities, and perspective of its members, thus creating an inclusive environment where everybody feels valued and accepted. at the same time, it's also building bridges. Like it facilitates open discussions without discriminations on different cultures, different languages. How you handle this? How should I handle you this? Now, all these put together, the Y culture envisions at then as we chase our 2030 community well-being, we've envisioned a supportive community. By this we mean like anyone will have a sense of belonging, mm, and also like have a peer support. And at the end, also, when you understand each other and work towards the same thing, you have a collective impact. So that is what Y culture. That is how Y culture relates to the community well-being vision of 2030 as a pillar. I think that was the question asked to me. Back to you, Kina.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. It reminds me of the slogan that we learn on Ubuntu, where it's I am because you are. And I think that's what Y culture generally upholds, where we get to celebrate you, we get to celebrate your uniqueness, your diversity. At the same time, we make you feel at home. I always say that YMCA is home away from home, where you can just walk in, get to meet new people, and they still make you comfortable. You'll never get in there disappointed and still get away maybe feeling the same. You always get to learn, to meet, to network, and of course, get to laugh and make new friends. So thank you for sharing that. And my next question, I'll love to direct it to McKenna, where the question is at Y Ability, which activities have you guys organized? And as much as you mentioned to us that it was launched previously, still our latest baby in our programs, but a baby that came with a lot of force and also impact. So if you don't mind, maybe you can share with us what activities might you have organized in order to achieve community well-being in general. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kenya, for the opportunity. And as you have said, viability is the last born, actually the baby, the YMCA. I think this month we are turning 1 month old, and I'm so grateful for that. So the activities that you have already have, okay, the activities for Y ability, you are privileged to visit a school, Kambui School for the Deaf in Kiambu County, where we got to interact with the learners. We got to learn the deaf culture. We got to learn and actually break the barriers, break the assumption that people do have about the deaf. Yeah. Okay. Example, people say wanakuanga na hasira sana. The temperamental aspect, I don't know, the love, yeah, such. So we were able to break those assumptions and actually understand that they are human just like us. The only difference between them and us is that they can't hear. Also, we have been having meetings every Monday discussing our way forward as a group. And since viability is a safe space for people who are able differently, we have also requested other programs. We collaborate with them. Wayangaza was gracious enough to collaborate with us for the Kambui School for the Deaf together with Mental. Thank you so much for that. And we are hoping that we shall collaborate with other programs at the YMCA so that we can make viability to be an all-rounded safe space center. Yeah. And as I said before, karibuni. Thank you so much. And also, I'm so sorry. Just like Mirimoy, I'm not feeling well, but I'm trying. Yeah. But thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And I want to believe that the event itself had an impact to the students and that they also got to learn a thing or two. I am seeing someone from Nigeria who is representing YMCA Nigeria and I've loved to get to hear from them. What is it that they are doing in line with the YMCA Vision 2030? Mr. Michael, are you still there? Well, I think he left, which is quite okay. On our side from Y Mentor, what is it that we are doing in the events that we've had? I think our latest one, as I mentioned, is Beyond World Mental Health Day. That's what we had in regards to mental health sensitization, which was in October. Although frequently we've been having conversations around mental health, as I mentioned earlier, virtually. And our last one was on cancer sensitization, where we had speakers from Tanzania and Kenya, trying to look also at it from an East African sphere or aspect on what is it that they're doing on their end to enhance cancer awareness and sensitization, as well as how do we get to support these individuals. Because most of the times you find that, yes, they are undergoing therapy, but there isn't much of psychosocial support. So even as individuals, we're trying to learn on how can we assist them and how can we be there for them differently so that they do not feel left out, as well as changing the narrative when someone has been diagnosed with cancer. That's a very end. Because our trainer was a cancer survivor who got to share with us their journey and how they get to manage and maneuver through the stigma and discrimination. So I get to welcome Simiyu. And by the way, if you are not in YMCA group, you're missing out because it's always fun. Every time that you get to learn about grandpa stories, you're sure even if your day was tough, you're just going to smile even if you're alone. So I will welcome him. I don't know if you have a joke for us, Grandpa, even as we share whatever activities that you've been doing to enhance community well-being so that we can get to learn a thing or two from them. I'll be sharing my contact in case you'd want to be part of our group. You don't want to miss out on stories which you can learn and get to laugh even on your own. So write it on the chat. You can DM me and I'll definitely add you to the group. In case you're representing an organization that can partner with us in any of the programs as well, feel free to reach out. Thank you and back to you, Simu.
Thank you, Madam Kinya Nina, from the studio. Reporting live from Umoja 3, gate number 5, room number 15. I'd like to answer the questions that has been put across to me. Oh, sorry, let me use English. This English is too hard, Maze. Okay. On the question on why reality is working towards the Vision 2030 on community well-being. So why reality? Why reality is all about sharing stories. So why reality? Why reality works with all other programs. Every other program, why reality works with them in terms of sharing, making every program visible to everyone. As you all know, the stories we usually share on the WhatsApp pages, on our social medias, everywhere is all about why reality. So we have this program. It's called the Business Mocha. Business Mocha is just a random webinar, setup. Like we just decide, I am bored. My friend here is bored. We are all bored. What can we do? Then we decide, let us start create a link. Let's go and chat there. Let's go and discuss our issues. My friend was left yesterday with this girlfriend. Oh, he left by my left with, I don't know. Or he was left. Hey, he was heartbroken. Okay, he was beaten a very big heartbreak. He can't eat. I have been hit by this problem. I don't know what to do. I decide to create a web a Google Meet link. Yeah, and then I invite people around so they come. I share the story to them. We start exchanging ideas. Like it's just an informal way. You see, the young people have got this problem of expressing their problems, their atrocities. I don't know which word to use, but it has been like for most of the webinars, you get they have a specific topic, like for example they are discussing about maybe cancer awareness, maybe they're discussing about this and this. Some people, some young people feel that like they are left out. Yeah, the languages being used in those webinars are very heavy, very mm, some they can't be incomprehensible. So that's where business mocha comes in. Business mocha is just an open mic forum. You share your story in your own style. You use your own slang. You can decide to use sharing. You decide to, yeah. We don't care as long as your message comes through. So in that way, in that way, we share the story. Those stories they inspire action. There's the stories that we share through to each other. It compels collective action and advocacy for social change that aligns with broader goals of the community development and the sustainability, right? Another thing that that the importance in your business much is about building connections. You see, these the random webinars we are having, it helps in building connections among young people. At least you get to know this person does this person does this. Yeah, he can be of good help in those small discussions. We get to find out this person is doing a different course. Maybe this person is a is a counselor. This person is an engineer. You see, just building connections. We've been having online sessions, at least three. We've had three of them. Then we've had a physical one. We did it during the Beyond Mental World Mental Health Day, on the bonfire, that bonfire circle. We just sit there. We shared stories, chatted till late in the night. We went home. We shall be having another one this coming Saturday. Just it's all about sharing stories. Uh, I think that's it. Yeah. If you want to get more and more, you can just be in our groups. I usually share stories almost every day, if not once per week. Uh, Thank you. Sijui kama nimejibu
Alright.
swali.
Thank you so much, Grandpa, for sharing that. If you ask me what it is, I would say it's a psychosocial support group. I mean, tunakuja tunaongelea heartbreak. Kuna mwenye ashaipigwa moja safi, anakushow vile alifanya, ndio akahil. Kuna mwingine atakuja na story yake, maybe how difficult life is. We get to share how difficult it is for me and what is it that I am doing for free, no charges. We're just counseling one another and supporting one another. The beauty of it is always toka umenuna. You of course go home feeling happy and good. So feel free to engage with him. Feel free to be part of bezi yetu ya Smocha. We get to learn and share from one another. We say there's nothing for the youth without the youth. So when you're looking at youth and mental health, it can be mental health for you without you. And that means that for us also, we need to be there to support one another. And that is also where we look back at offering a sense of belonging, offering a space that makes you feel like you're home away from home and you're making friends at the same time. So I'll pass it over to Mary, who'll get to share with us what is it that they have been doing in line with community well-being. And lastly, from Brian, we can get to hear the activities that they have been doing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kenya. As I said, earlier, we have webinars twice per month. So we'll be having one next week on Tuesday. We have about SRHL. We address different topics. Also, during the 16 days of activism, we invite you to come and donate sanitary pads at YMCA. You can you can contact me or Diana, so you can come and donate. We want to start a bank pad where if someone needs it, they can just come and pick it at Diana's office. So you can feel free to come and donate. Also, you can be joining our webinars and also suggest topics that you'd like us to address about SRHR. Mm, yes, okay. Also, something else is I don't know if there's something else for now, but we have a lot of things in store for the SRHR that you are going to do them bit by bit. Kidogo kidogo, it's SRHR is also another baby, like my ability. So we are hoping that as time goes by, we'll have a lot of things to deliver. Yes. Back to you, Kenya.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that, Miss Mary. We'll be going back to you, to scale. What else do you have in plan for us? Suppose I'm new and I want to join. What are the future programs that you guys have? In the meantime, maybe you can get to hear from Brian on what is it that they have been doing in regards to Y culture, community well-being, and also well-being for the youth.
Okay, the Y culture. For this last quarter of the year, we've had monthly webinars where we've had an online platform where people come talk about their cultures without fear, talk about some of the myths and facts you've heard about this culture, and then somebody from that culture confirms or denies the allegations. uh, but we've created a monthly webinar where we host members and engage them in educational or inspirational content just to bring collaboration among the members. And also we have a quarterly culture challenge whereby we visit any cultural heritage site uh, within within Nairobi, or since our branch is located in Nairobi, within Nairobi, we go visit, learn, and moderate. Our recent one for this last quarter was the Kenya National Museum, whereby we visited it last Friday. It was a great session where the members learned about their cultural heritage and got to learn also about different cultural heritages and our history as Kenya. So our theme for this last quarter's Y Culture was Heritage in Motion, whereby Heritage in Motion, Youth Connections Through Culture. Now, Heritage in Motion, as it helps youth as we are in the motion of achieving our Vision 2030 of community well-being. We still encourage youth connections and collaborations toward a common impact in the community. Now, at the end of the activity, something I learned is the participants explored their cultural heritage, but also built a sense of collaboration and understanding of each other. This actually really helped them gain insight on the broader goals of the YMCA Vision 2030 and empowered them to be active, inclusive, and health conscious members of the committed of the members of the YMCA committed to sustainability. That was a great impact on the members who attended, and I like them, and I liked it about the event. Up ahead we have a cultural night, yearly cultural night, whereby we'll be showcasing different arts, different music, different attires, different languages from the different communities that exist in the YMCA, not only in Kenya, but worldwide in general. Uh, we'll also be awarding the we'll also be having a pageant whereby we'll be awarding the Mr. and Miss of the year of the YMCA Kenyan culture. Well, that is our activities for the Y culture program. Back to you, Kenya.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I still insist that you never go wrong for joining Y Culture. You get to meet different kind of people. You get to tour different places, not only in Nairobi, and you will of course have fun in as much as you're learning a thing or two. So for us at Y Mentor, we really have very good and nice things cooking. We are working on a men cave in November because November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and males in the house, don't let me down kindly. Yeah, because most of the times we organize such and only females show up. So we're trying to make it also male friendly. Most of our probably individuals that will be moderating will also be males. So feel very much welcomed to be part of this activity. And we're looking forward to also not only be engaging the youth in Kenya, we are slowly transiting to East Africa because we believe that YMCA is a global institution. And for us to have impact at our own country, now we have to also escalate it to East Africa in general, where we've been trying to engage different individuals from Uganda and Tanzania. And we are looking forward to having delegates and speakers also from other countries. So be part of us. Keep on following and joining our conversations on Wednesday, as well as on Mondays, where we have mental health in institutions. We're taking care of them that are out of institutions and them that are also in institutions. Suppose your school as a peer club team, suppose your school as a mental health club, feel free to reach out to me so that we can partner with professionals in that area and we can get to learn what is it that you're doing in your school to promote mental health and how can we partner or work with you to make it better, because do not have to have cases or chances where students are also committing suicide or their productivity is being inhibited by mental health issues while we can provide these services for them. And so I welcome Simiyu to share with us anatuandalia nini, what is cooking, what do you want to share with us in regards to the upcoming programs, and how can someone join in? Are there limitations? Thank you.
Nilikuwa najiongelesha. Good evening once again. My name is Simiyu Raymond kwa mara nyingine tena kwa wale mnijui. So what you're planning, what we're planning, what's coming up. Number one thing, we shall be having another physical session, business mocha session, where we shall be having a random talk on any topic. We don't have a specific topic, by the way. You just come on Saturday. Just come on Saturday. It will be from. I think the bonfire will start on 7 p.m. I don't know. I'm not sure though, but it will be on that program. Just come, prepare your own topic because we don't have a specific topic. You have something to tell us. You have something to share. Just put it. Put it, maze. And then come with it on Saturday. Drop it to us, and then we shall see how we shall deal with that issue. Something like that. And then another thing, I am thinking about we as Why Reality, we are thinking about how we can start some small classes so we can teach people from YMCA how they can make posters using this small website like Canva. Also the video editing thing, using these small things like which is by the way video editor yenye mnajua ni gani? Yeah, those ones. We shall think about them. Yeah, and then joining Y reality is not a hard thing. You just find me, and then we start working. As long as you can share your story in the WhatsApp, in the social media. Yeah, sharing stories. Y reality is just about sharing stories. So you just come to me. You tell me what you can do. For example, if you can create reports, if you can do anything, then we start by that. We guide you how we can be working, and then you start doing. Unajua, why reality is continuous. As much as other programs can say maybe other programs wanaweza pumzika kidogo, but why reality ni kila siku. Yani ukiwa WhatsApp, when you're bored, you just sit down, you type a story there. You just make our young people engaged. They don't get bored. Yeah, something like that. By the way, I do that thing as kizungu ni ngumu na inaifanyanga tu kama part time. When I'm bored, I just lay my head somewhere and then I start typing a story, be it fictions or true. I just love making people happy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, when more programs come, I will holler you. Ntawashtua. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for that, Grandpa. We really appreciate it, and I'm sure people will reach out to you. I am seeing Joki and raised her hand. So just to let you know, guys, we'll be getting into the question and answer session in a few. I'll let briefly Brian, Kidogo too, McKenna and Mary, maybe you can share simultaneously what are your future plans for us as we gear into the question and answer session. Thanks.
Okay, I'll start. The future plans of the Y culture is to continue the quarterly challenge, the episode 2, as we call it. It's a series. Episode 1 was the Kenya Museum visit. Then we'll have episode 2. Then along the way, we'll also introduce different free culture classes whereby you'll be learning different languages. It's, as I usually say, it's nice to know more than your own mother tongue and the national language. It's nice to know a couple of different languages. So we'll be introducing the learning of free lessons on learning different languages, just the basics. If you wish to advance, that is another story, you'll get there. But for the basics, we'll be introducing new different languages, and I personally taking through the French classes, as I am a C1 in French. I am an expert in the French language, and I personally speak 4 national languages minus my mother tongue, that is French, English, Swahili, and Korean. So I'd love to share our different cultures and the enthusiasm of it in those classes. That way you learn and appreciate the diversity of people. Yeah, and I've noticed something, just not prying. Charity, hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing good.
I just love your profile picture. It depicts the
Thank you.
importance of culture. When I'm
Nashukuru.
done, najua mko notice, but sasa enda notice vizuri the depiction of the culture in that profile picture tells a lot who Charity is, and I love that about people. So when we that is what Y culture is aiming for, that allowing the space for different cultures and learning them and appreciating them. So literally that is what our vision entails up ahead for the Vision 2030.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Brian. We really appreciate. I pass it over to Mary Moy.
Thank you, Kenya. Some of our future plans for the SRHR, we have workshop and seminars, organizing education session on topics like consent, reproductive health, and safe sexual practices, including section on gender equality and understanding body anatomy. Also, another thing that we have in mind is interactive discussion and panels. So we host a panel discussion with health providers, counselors, and advocates to discuss SRHR issues. This is to offer a safe space for youth and community members to ask questions and discuss real life SRHR challenges. Also, art-based campaigns like encouraging participants to create art pieces, paint, poetry, or digital art to express SRHR themes. That is to promote awareness and destigmatize about SRHR. Also run an SRHR themes arts competition to inspire creativity expression to these topics. This one you can coordinate with Y Culture. Also, something else is peer education programs. This is to train young advocates to become peer educators, empower them to share accurate information with their peers. Also, peer read session which can build trust and make SRHL information more accessible. This one we can organize with YGAP and also other clubs in the YMCA to do the same. We can reach out to different schools and train young people to become SRHL advocates from the word go, and also to know things like their consent, about their body, menstrual hygiene, those kind of activities. Also, mental health and SRHR connection. There's a lot of connection when it comes to SRHR and mental health. So it's to explore the connection between mental health and SRHR in workshop is understanding this can lead to healthier relationship and well-being. Also creating resources on the same. Another thing that we have is community outreach events. This is organizing outreach community programs, especially in schools and local communities, to educate and distribute resources on SRHR. Providing free consultation or referrals for SRHR related services, partnering with local health clinics or NGOs. So if maybe you have an NGO or a CBO that you know that deals with SRHR, you can tell them to reach out to us. Also, social media campaigns. Also, being involved in advocacy and policy engagement. So, through engaging in the advocacy effort for better SRHR policies, particularly those that impact youth and women. And also, something else that we have is creating reusable sanitary pads. That is a program that is part of the YMCA Vision 2030 sustainability. So through the reusable sanitary pads, for the women who cannot afford to buy the sanitary pads every month, through the project of reusable sanitary pads, where the women can be in a better position to reuse the sanitary pads, learn how to make them, and also how to use them. Yes, yeah, these are some of the future plans that we have. And yes, back to you, Kenya. Thank you for the opportunity.
Great. As you can hear, guys, there's a lot that's coming up from the team. If you'd want to be any closer, to SRHR, if you want to be any closer to empowering women, if you want to be any closer to innovation and especially with the reusable parts, you're the right person. That is Miri Mwai. Feel free to reach out to her. Then finally, McKenna.
As way ability or future plans are creating awareness by number one, more engagement with schools and also organizations which deal with people who are able differently, so that can be able to create more awareness to people. Number two, we have campaigns where we'll be creating a specific day where we'll be able to set that day to teach people about the different cultures for people who are able differently. Thirdly, we are thirdly, uh, we are going to engage the members in sports and also culture. Sports. Sorry. Sports, where we're going to have a fun day as way ability, and we welcome you all to the sports day. Also, there will be webinars where we're going to talk about different people who are able differently. I'm so sorry. We're still trying to navigate ourselves, and I hope that next time we'll be able to have a clear picture of the programs that you're going to have, but those few are the ones that we are set to do. But next time we'll have a longer list and actually more prepared to
All right, thank you so much, Michelle, and all the panelists for sharing their programs and everything that they have been doing to enhance and assist us to attain YMCA Vision 2030. We are all honored to have you being part of our programs. And I can see my colleagues also who are adding different programs in the meeting as well. And there's so much coming up throughout the week. This is just a start for today. So we'll be learning and getting to engage with different people who are assisting run different programs. Do not go away, do not go so far this week. Be part of us. That is from Monday to Friday. And you'll get to learn much more on the programs that you have. Feel free also to engage with us in whichever program that you feel you're confident in. So you have 4 minutes for questions as we wind up the program. So I welcome Diana again. So we have Tabitha who had raised her hand. I don't know if she's still part of us or she is left. Tabitha?
Oh, I had raised it by a mistake, yeah.
All right, no problem. Thank you. Anyone with a question? Any question, compliment, feedback? As we wait for questions or feedback, I would request us to virtually appreciate our panelists. There is Mahali with some emojis, whichever emoji that you feel comfortable with. Let us kindly appreciate them. All right, amazing. Thank you. So we also had one guest today, Mary West, was joined us all the way from Towers of Hope Women Network. I would kindly welcome her to just say hi to us as we get to the closure of our conversation. Hi, Mary. Mary West. Well, I don't know if she's in a position to unmute. As we wait for that, I'll also now give it back to Diana, who will lead us into the next activity. Thank you.
So kindly let's appreciate our panelists, our speaker moderator with virtual flags and flowers. It takes a lot to bring impact and also progression and meaningful work to the young people. May you feel appreciated, Kenya, McKenna, Mary Mwai. Yes, may you receive your flowers. And also, I wish to appreciate the presence of Tanui. Tanui Enoch can say hi. Tanui Enoch is a change agent in representing Kenya in the World YMCA. So he's much passionate in youth programs and also creating impact. Tanui can say hi and also share your congratulations with us.
Hello, everyone. I hope it's good. Nilikuwa nimeongea mwanzo, so tena nataka tu kuwasalimia and say we are together in this. Na pia I think sijui kama niko na time kuongea kuhusu Diana, kama naweza kuongea kuhusu chenje ama.
1 to 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. So my name is Enoch. I am a youth volunteer at YMCA Sharumoyo, also a change agent in the Coach 5. And I'm happy to share with you and also to see that we have we are collaborating and we share different we share about our different pillars, the 4 pillars of YMCA. Naona Y Central branch, naona mkona like you take part in like all the 4 pillars, and that's amazing. Na nadhani tunafaa ku keep up the good work na tuendelee to attain the realization of the Vision 2030 YMCA. So thank you so much, and I hope we'll share more with as the time goes. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanui, for gracing our webinar. Also, YMCA is a global organization. Yeah, we are a global organization. Sorry for that. Also here in Kenya, there is YMCA Shorimoyo, Central Branch, and Thika. So from Thika Branch, we are graced by Tito Kiprono. Tito Kiprono is the coordinator of YMCA Thika. Tito, you can say hi to us as we summarize our webinar.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you. I'm glad that Central, you are doing great in terms of empowerment towards young people, especially supporting their leadership skills and leadership empowerment to different clubs and activities. So I really want to say thank you and to see that everything is going on well. As we celebrate 108 years of impacting young people of the World YMCA and in Kenya 114. This is great, and this means that YMCA has really come far to do this. And as we celebrate the 114 years, let's all come together and share to also impact other people. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.
Okay, thank you so much, Tito. Also, thank you for the greetings from Thika Branch. Yes, so YMCA, we are a collective. We are so much into youth empowerment, nationally, also locally, from grassroots, regional, and international perspective. So if you wish to nurture your skills, network, build on your leadership, YMCA is a place for you. It's a power space for the young people. Also, we're a voluntary organization. Feel free to volunteer your skills, time, and talent. It is of much worthy to the young people in your area and even globally. So I once more welcome you all to our fun day happening this Saturday at Central Branch. It will start at 2 p.m. from 2 p.m. So you have bonfire, eating competition, dance, singing games, and etc. Anything funny, but of great importance, we'll be discussing our collective vision 2030 Yeah, so be part of the conversation and the progress. So with much further ado, I appreciate our members for joining the webinar. Let's catch up tomorrow on our webinar, sorry. Yeah, so have a lovely night. See you tomorrow. My name is Diana and I've shared my contacts for partnership and collaborations. Yeah, goodbye. Tuonane kesho.